Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another monthly TBR video. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I'm ready for a new month. February wasn't the best month for reading. I'll have a wrap up soon and we'll talk about it. But for this video, we're doing a March TBR. And for the month of March, I'm going to be using the wonderful Wheel of Death, I'm going to call it, because I'm terrified of what it's going to spit out. So I went to ChatGPT, just asked it to give me 250 TBR prompts, and that's what I plugged into my wheel. And I have no idea. I looked through briefly some of the TBR prompts, and they were interesting. So we're just going to go at it. The goal is I'm going to read only physical books, because there's a lot of books on my bookshelf that I'm really excited to read, and I just need motivation to read them. So we're going to just go ahead and jump right into it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do maybe 7 books and hope that they're good. I'm going to allow myself one veto, because like I said earlier, I am terrified of what it's going to spit out. So we're going to have one veto, and then that's going to be it. I have to find something that fits that prompt for those 7 books. So I have my laptop handy dandy, ready to go. And let's just see what the first book is. Now, the process I'm going to use is I'm going to spin the wheel, pick a book. Spin the wheel, pick a book. That way, I can't, for instance, pick a book or have a prompt and just have 7 prompts in a row and finding books that kind of fit into them. I'm going to pick a book after each prompt just because I think that'd be more interesting. So let's go ahead and do that now. So first prompt is going to be a low angst romance. So I don't quite know what that would be because I haven't read it. So I have no idea what a low angst romance would be. So I'm just going to pick a romance that you know what? Okay, I have an idea. I know what I'm going to pick. Hold one second. I'm going to pick Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. This is a young adult romance, and they're more like rom-coms. I don't really feel like there's going to be a lot of angst and like that type of thing in this book. I could be wrong, but this is going to be my low angst romance, and I have been really excited to read this. I love almost all of Lynn Painter's books. I don't think there's been one book that I have not enjoyed. So we're going to choose Fake Skating for the first book prompt. Now, spin number 2. A fantasy romance with found family. I like that. I don't know if there's one with found family, though. I need a fantasy romance with found family. Now, I'm struggling with this one. A fantasy romance with found family. So I know Cassandra Clare's books are found family, and I have 2 trilogies that I own that are in the Cassandra Clare, like Shadowhunter world, I think, that I have not read. I have Chain of Gold, like that series. I don't remember what it's called. And then I also have the like Lady Midnight, what is that called? The Dark Artifices. I don't know which one is first. Maybe I'll do that. Let me Google really fast. What books should I be reading first of the Shadowhunter series? Let me see. So maybe I'll read, which I'm very nervous to read The Last Hours just because they're really big books. You know what? We're going to try it. I'm going to choose for this prompt a fantasy romance with found family. I'm going to choose Chain of Gold. I bought this at a used bookstore probably 2.5 years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So a fantasy romance with found family. I'm really hoping it's got found family. Usually they do, but we're going to see. So, book 2. Book 3's TBR prompt is a book that answers lingering questions. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe it's a book. Ooh, I know. I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to choose for this prompt, Glorious Rivals. This is book 2 of The Grandest Games. I just finished book 1 a couple of weeks ago, like a week and a half ago or so. I do have lingering questions with that book, like how it ended and how it's going to proceed. And I'm going to say this for this prompt. I want this to answer the questions that I have still kind of held over from the first book in that trilogy. I think it's going to be a trilogy. I think the third book comes out sometime in 2026. So this is going to be perfect. Glorious Rivals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the second book of the Grandest Game series. This is going well. Okay, book 4, and I haven't had to use a veto yet. I feel I might have just jinxed myself though. A book you won't annotate. I don't really annotate any books except for unless they're so amazing, then I'll annotate it. So I feel like this is kind of like a freebie for me. So something that I don't think is going to be amazing, like with crazy quotes. I don't really want a super thick book either because I don't want to add a ton of pages to this March TBR. So maybe, I keep looking at this book. We're going to choose this one. I'm going to choose Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I have heard Heather McClary, this was like a 5-star, I think, or like one of her 6-star books. She loved this book, and I bought it specifically because of her. And so I think I'm going to read this. I think it's about vampires and 3 women. This is a signed edition too. I'm excited. So, okay, I'm going to do a book I won't annotate as Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil because I really don't think I'm going to annotate this or even want to try to annotate this. So this is going to be book 4. 3 more books. A book you've owned for over a year. Okay, this book I know I've owned for a while and I want to finish it. It's going to be One of Us is Next. This is another YA book. This is a follow-on sequel to One of Us is Lying. I read that book, I think in 2024, and I've had this one pretty much just as long. I bought this also from a used bookstore, and it had to have been in 2024 or even earlier because I don't think I bought any books from the used bookstore last year, but this is a nice it should be a quick read for a little YA mystery. I did like One of Us is Lying, and I'm excited to finally get this read off of my shelf. This is One of Us is Next. 2 more. Book 6. A book you'll annotate with highlighters. Okay, so I have one that I wouldn't annotate and one that I will. So what one am I anticipating is going to be amazing? I'm looking at one, but I really don't want to read it. Like I want to read it, but it's a big honker of a book and I don't really know if I want to try to read it now. I feel like that book is the only one I can think of that I would want to annotate because all the other books that I have read or that I want to read that I would annotate, I already have read. I feel like I'm forced to read this one book, but I think I already downloaded or bought the audiobook just because it is a big book, which might make it easier. So, okay, I'm going to have to do it. The book that I'm going to choose for this prompt that I would and probably will annotate with highlighters is going to be Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. I've read the fan art or the fanfic for this book, and I know what this book is about. I know kind of what's going to happen, and I have a feeling I'm really going to like this, and I really think I would annotate it. So we're going to say Alchemized, this honker of a book, and this book is so heavy. Oh my God. Okay, the last book. I really need a small book. Oh my God, I really need a small book. All right, book 7, There are so many pages in front of me. A book with a cover redesign. Okay. What book has a cover redesign? Maybe I'm going to say that this book is a book that has multiple cover designs, not a redesign. So, for instance, like you could get a Target edition or a Barnes Noble edition or something like that. I think I'm going to say that's what this prompt is going to mean. And I have one that I have wanted to read, and this is Sweet Venom by Rena Kent. This is book 2 of the Hockey Secret Society series. I don't remember what the name of the series is. What is the name of the series? Ooh, there's some pictures in this. The Vipers. This is book 2 of the Vipers series. I read Beautiful Venom already, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of this book. I know there was a Target edition as well. This has beautiful sprayed edges, and it does have a nice little picture inside. I don't want to show it. I guess there's nothing there, but you never know. So I'm not going to show the cover or the picture that's in the book, but I'm going to say this is the book for a cover, or a book with a cover redesign, and that is going to be book 7. I have so many pages in front of me. There are quite a few larger books that I have picked out. So this is going to be a very interesting month. I'm hoping it'll be a very good month because I do have a lot of books that I've been excited to read, which is amazing. So I'm going to go put them on my TBR shelf, and I'll be able to start these very soon, hopefully tomorrow, because today is February the 28th. So tomorrow is March the 1st, and I will be starting these books in the month of March. And with that, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've read any of these books, drop me a comment and let me know if they were your 5 stars, if you absolutely loved them. I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know if any of these books were your 4+, 4.5, 5-star books. Let me know. It's just so I can get more excited to read them in the upcoming month. So with that, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.